If you are anything like me, if you are a young man in today's world, making friends is a very difficult thing to do. It's a very difficult thing to do because it's almost like a humiliation ritual. The reason I say it's like a humiliation ritual is because it's very similar to dating in the fact that you are trying to almost court the person that you are meeting for the first time. You are trying to show them the good parts of you, and you don't want to show them the bad because you want to make a good impression. Because you're not going to show them the terrible parts. You're not going to say, you know, I absolutely hate this minority group, because that would be a crazy thing to do and an antisocial thing to do. But it's difficult because you don't know exactly where to start. For example, today, I went to a church and I went there with the intention of talking to people and socializing. But it's not something I've done in a long time. Gone into a group setting where I've known no one and forced myself to be sociable. That's not a muscle that I've been training recently in any capacity. So it was a very daunting task to do anything. And after leaving the church, having only spoken to one person, I felt this immense feeling of regret and almost shame that I hadn't put enough effort in, or I hadn't put as much effort in that I knew that I actually could. But the truth being that I'd made the effort to, one, show up, and two, I did actually have a conversation with one person. It's interesting to see that because I didn't become a pro basketball player after my first day shooting a basketball into the hoop, I regarded that instantly as a failure. But that's not the case at all. If anything, it was a huge success that one, I'd been able to actually show up, and two, actually have a conversation. Two massive things which I've not done in a long time in that circumstance. I think in general, we just need to be kinder to ourselves when we're going out and we're doing things that we haven't done before or we haven't done in a long time. Because we expect ourselves to be perfect. We expect ourselves to show up and be able to perform at a high level immediately, when that's very difficult to do. Similar to the analogy I use with the basketball, you are not going to become a pro player after one day of training. Likewise, you are not going to become an expert at making friends if you haven't tried to do it in many, many years. Similarly to dating though, it's important to remember that not everyone is going to like you. You are not going to be able to be friends with everyone, and you don't want to be friends with everyone. Because if you are friends with everyone, then you're probably not being your true authentic self. I view this the same way that I view politics. If you find a politician that you agree with 100%, then I can almost guarantee they are lying about something. Because there's no way that human beings can have exactly the same beliefs and thought systems as one another, because there's such a variety of people out there and no one is identical to another. Even identical twins, they're still going to have differences, and they probably grew up in the exact same way as one another. So how are you going to have the same belief systems as a politician who's gone to school for several years to get into that position? Relationships are so important, especially friendships, because that is your direct community. The people that you're able to sit down with and expose the dark truths to yourself eventually is a powerful thing to do, especially when those people have your utmost interest in mind. Then that's something you must cherish. But it's also important to remember that you cannot rely on one person to serve all of the needs of a friendship. The friends that you have are people, obviously, and they have strengths in different capacities. So you want to lean into their strengths. You want to use their strengths when you need help or advice with something. And because they're your friend, you want to help them work on their weaknesses and use your strengths to give them counsel when they need it. Counter to what I said earlier about everyone being different, there's going to be so many people out there who are the perfect people for you to hang around with. They hold enough of your values and morals that they can be a perfect companion, that you can spend the rest of your life as friends together. But you do need to go and put yourself in these awkward positions. And that's why I am so grateful that I went out today and did that. And I challenge you to go and do the same. I love you all. Peace.